Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today for your Sunday, going to be Classic and Solar. On Incorporeal, bottom right, going to be Solar, top left, going to be Classic. Both players are Premier Tournament winners. Classic's a little bit better than Solar, but you can't win every single game against somebody you're better than in StarCraft 2. Maybe you can in other stuff, right? Depending on how better you are. But at this level, if somebody else has won a Premier Tournament and you've won a Premier Tournament, then I kind of feel like you're on the same level and maybe a little bit higher for Classic here. So, got ourselves a gate expand opening here from our guy Classic. Looks like it's going to be a 15 hatch. Here from Solar, 16 hatch from Solar. Just checking for probes, trying to block him here on this map. No probes are here, but probes are on the way. Well, probe on the way here. One probe. Probius the probe. We got ourselves an assimilator warping in. We got ourselves an expansion on the way. We have the second assimilator and a cyber core and another pylon in whatever order Classic wants it to be in. And tap that like button if you're excited to see some excellent PvZ for your Sunday here today. We're going to go ahead and fake a cannon rush here for Classic. And maybe see if we can force some drones off the line here from Solar. And wow, 2 pylons. And still mining here. And why? Yeah, canceling it. It was a bluff, but I don't know why Solar wasn't fooled by that bluff. Huh. If you know in the comments, let me know. Let me know in a comment, and I will learn something today. Because if that happened to me, especially against Classic, I would have pulled so many drones. But Solar's like, nah, I feel like this is a bluff. And it was a bluff. Huh. Fair enough. Cybercore. Expand. Assimilator. Second pylon in whatever order Classic wants them to be in. There we go. So a pool done. How many lings? 2 lings on the way. We've got ourselves queens on the way here as well. And these probes are super excited. They're like lining up to the grand opening of a Krispy Kreme and oversaturating it. Yeah, so a Krispy Kreme opened in the college town that I went to back when I was in college. And man, there were lines out the door, around the block, just choking traffic. It was like, I got a Krispy Kreme and I was like, it's good, but not good enough to wait in line for like 4 hours. People are weird, man. Anyway, third base not on the way here at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The probe says, hey, hang on a second. And 2 minutes 41, 242, 243, and pylon blocking the third base, but canceling it because there are lings here. And then 250, 251 is the third base timing here from Solar. So, Adept's being produced. Adept already on the way. We need to scout. We need to scout and see if there's a roach horn. We need to scout and see if there's a lair. This Overlord says, are we walled off here? Wide open, eh? Speed's almost done. Maybe a Ling Flood is in order here to teach Classic about walling off against Zerg. But no, just droning. 6 drones on the way here. Metabolic boost will finish. But these Lings are just for protecting and just for scouting. And maybe attacking these unbuildable bricks at the bottom of his ramp. Scouting here, and no, 2 queens and a lot of lings here. Not a lot of lings, just 6 lings and 2 queens against 2 adepts. 1 adept surely would die. We've got ourselves 1 oracle and maybe a second oracle here from Classic. Maybe. Twilight Council on the way. And I think it's going to be Blink. Just an all-around good upgrade here for the Stalkers. Blink. Third Nexus here from our guy Classic. At around the 1 o'clock position here. We have another Oracle on the way. Yeah, 3 Oracles are fairly standard in PvZ. Any more than that, you're playing Hero PvZ. So, let's see. Classic, second Oracle. And Resonating Glaives. Never mind. Classic's going to do a Resonating Glaives build. Bam, bam. Third and fourth gases on the way now. And this is Solar. Is he prepared for the Resonating Glaive attack? The answer is maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no. It's hard to hold off without banelings or roaches here. But if you have a lot of queens and so many zerglings, you can hold it off. 4th base here from Solar. These lings have scouted the 3rd base. Yeah, scouted the 3rd base. Yep, walling off with another warp gate and an adept here. Excellent walling off against these speedlings. And how many? We've got 2 oracles, 2 oracles. There we go. So 2 oracles to 3 oracles is standard in PvZ these days. Overlord getting a full scout off. He sees the Twilight Council shimmering. He knows it's going to be maybe charge. Does he see? He doesn't see the gas at the natural base. If there were no gas at the natural base, there would be charge lots. But there is gas, so it's going to be Resonating Glaive Adepts or Mass Blinkstalker. Mass Blinkstalker attack here. And again, very different responses to those. Hydralisks are needed against that many Stalkers, but Roaches and Banelings are a good answer to Resonating Glaive Adepts. And this Scout. See, no, there we go. Roaches are on the way. This Roach Warren here. Oh, he didn't scout the Roach Warren. That's right. Glory to the Daylom. Oracle. How many kills do we have? 1 kill for that one. 4 kills for that one. Dude, I guess they're all Lings. Fair enough. And here we go. Adepts inside your mineral line with Resonating Glaives. No drones have gone down yet. And then finishing it inside the main base here. How many drones have gone down? 1? Dude, Solar is holding this so well. I would have already lost like 50 drones out of the 40 that I already had. Third base. Resonating Glaives as well. 4 drones. 5 drones have gone down now. And 8 drones. Adepts going down inside the natural base here. Third base, 11 drones. And getting out of there. It's not an all-in. We've got 12 Adepts killed. Wow, for like 12 drones? I'm not sure that's a good trade. Not a big fan of that. That's a lot of resources worth of Adepts there. We've got Ravagers on the way. We've got a 4th base. We've got a Scouting Adept here. Not finishing, seeing all the Roaches. As soon as the Adept shade left, Ravagers are on the way here. So Solar does not want Classic to know that he's got Ravagers right now, because Ravagers have extra range. We have so many sentries at this point. Look at that. Look at how many sentries there are. Is this like a Sentry Immortal follow-up? He is making Immortals. He's got one. He's got another one on the way here. But look at... Dude. Absolutely insane number of sentries. These Lings are like, I think we can handle sentries, but Resonating Glaives, nope. No, indeed. It's going to be a German taxi attack here. We've got a Dropper Lord with 4 Queens in it. And here it is, dropping the Queens, pooping so they can transfuse. I said, dropping the Queens and then pooping so they can transfuse. There we go. There we go. Oh, Oracle being sniped down. Trying to... Oh, hurry. Take down the force fields with our... there we go. Corrosive Bile. Bam. Corrosive Bile done. We've got ourselves excellent shuttling there by that Overlord. That Queen is almost dead. We've got 63 to 62 army supply. Classic is ahead on workers right now. And Solar's like, all right, man, excellent force fielding. I'm going to go ahead and run away now if that's okay with you. And shading after this is Classic. He's trying to force an engagement here. Yeah, there we go. Crucibles dodged easily. Look at all these Resonating Glaives. And again, so many sentries. 8 sentries here with 3 Immortals. It's like a weird version of Sentry Immortal All-In back before Ravagers existed. Do you remember those days? I remember those days. That was so hard to hold with just Roaches. Good grief. And then Crucibles showed up, which again can break force fields, and that was the end of that strategy. But look at Classic, man. So many sentries. What are we doing? We already have a Dropper Lord, so dropping Lings inside the main base here. Main mineral line of Classic. 5 probes did go down for, I don't know, like 6 or maybe 7 Lings. Fair enough. Good trade there. So 67 to 62, we've got ourselves a solar income advantage right now after Classic having an incredible income advantage. So Solar here, 66 workers on 4 bases. 4th base here from Classic. And Adept sharking around down around the left side. Overlord poop and creep, because why not? We have Lings in there. Lings with 0-0. Because no attack or defense upgrades for either player at this point. Kind of weird at 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Got ourselves, oh gosh, Warp Prism. Almost dead here. Unloading. Resonating Glaive Adepts inside the main base. Queen's trying to defend. 3 drones going down. These at the 3rd base force a full evacuation of the workers as well. Holy caramba. Excellent multi-pronged attack here from our guy Classic. If you want to see an incredible multi-pronged attack against Classic from Serral, check out last week's Sunday cast. It has one of the most amazing attacks I have ever seen in a PvZ, and it's from Cyril because, you know, Cyril is Cyril, maybe the greatest of all time player in StarCraft 2. Temple Archives being warped in here from Classic, pooping creep here, and then creep tumors on that creep. I love it. Can we take down the pylon before the adepts show up? No. Can we finish the pylon before the adepts show up? The answer is no, we cannot, but pook, the roaches can. Oh my gosh, full Roach Ravager here against Immortal, against Stalker, against Sentry. Corrosive Biles again, popping those force fields. And I don't know, we're getting surrounded a little bit here for the Zerg player. Dodging Corrosive Biles again because it can do damage here, but it is so easy to dodge because there's a little orange space that you need to get off there. World of Warcraft raiders would have a hard time with it, but StarCraft players are smarter, and so they can dodge it easily. Again, Resonating Glaives harassing once more. 5 drones go down. And it's just going to be basically mass Ravager here. Excellent connections there on those Corrosive Biles. I just talked up SE2 players. And Corrosive Bile connections. Ow, right there. Go, taking down a Stalker. 108 army supply for Solar for 60 for Classic. And he's still picking off Ravagers. Chasing him home here. Look at this. So many roaches. Again, they got a +1 attack here from Classic now, but still no +1 or +1 from Solar. Still nothing working on it at all either. We do have Storm on the way. This is ridiculous stuff, friendos. Can Solar win this thing? Again, a lot of supply, but roaches are very supply heavy. I think maybe Classic's going to be forced to give up on this 4th base entirely. Give up on this dream. Coming down this ramp off the Corrosive Bile is going to be tough. The Lings are working on it. Against 0/0 speedlings will very, very, very slowly take down an Nexus. But hey, given enough time, they'll take care of it. Knocking down rocks for additional attack path up this way. Psystorm is done. So that's the big play here from Solar. Splash damage in general going to be incredible against Zerg, but especially against Roach Ravager, especially against Hydras, which we don't have any of those yet. Baneling Nest is coming in. 3 basing Classic. This is an intense little game, man. Corrosive Biles taking down debris. 5th base, bottom left by Solar, popping on in here. Is he going for Hive Tech? Doesn't seem like it. Getting Banelings, yes. Finally getting a +1 attack for the Lings and the Roach, or the Lings and the Roaches? The Roaches and the Ravagers, not the Lings. They don't benefit from that missile attack upgrade at all. And then, hey, look, more Adepts are killing more drones. It is a total of 28 drones that have died to 11 probes. So it's fine, I guess. Dude, Corrosive Bile hits on Warp Prisms hurt them hard, man. Warp Prism dies. Adepts are stranded in this position. Not happy about it at all. A couple more drones go down. No big deal. It's been a lot of drone micro and evacuation here today. But at the end of the day, several drones have gone down. Not the end of the world. 136 to 120 supply. Classic rebuilding the 4th base. Army swinging around, trying to get a bit of a surround here on the Protoss. Yeah, right side, left side, south side. Guardian Shield pops, and the Zerg player says, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff here, man. What do we even want against this? It's a really, really interesting combination. Again, Hydras back behind Roaches and Ravagers are really going to do a ton of damage here. Roaches are free, though. Ooh, they're trying to go up that right side. They got intercepted big time by Classic's army. Excellent stuff by him. He's working on a +3 attack for his ground stuff. He's got +2. Zerg player still working on +1. It's finishing now. Thanks, Game Hard Interface. You're the best. There's the Psystorm, and trying to dodge out of the storm as much as he can. More storm coming in. On the other side of it, though, Banelings morphing in on the battlefield. That's not a great move whatsoever. 110 to 87 army supply. Classic was down so much supply. Banelings crash on in, don't kill anything, do some damage to the Stalkers. Whoa! And that's it. Solar's like, well, I can't handle that army with what I have. Boy, I wish I had some Lurkers, maybe. Or maybe I wish I had some Hydralisks, something along those lines. But 17,000 and 12,000 resources lost in 13 minutes there from Solar. Income is favoring Solar right now. The 5th base is nice. He's got, 67 workers. Production tab is just Roaches, though. And Roaches against an army that is 6 Immortals, 42 Stalkers. It's just not going to cut it at all, man. At all. 7 Ravagers there, some Roaches, some Lings. That's not enough Lings without, they don't have any upgrades either. Right? No Carapace upgrade, no attack upgrade on those Lings. Would have helped a little bit. Needed Hydras, needed Lurkers just never got there in 14 minutes. Really let Classic get up to the tech he wanted. There was an angle here where I think he was up a bunch of supply. Maybe could have pushed into this base, pushed into the natural, but he fell back, didn't like what he saw, and was never able to get up the advantage ever again. The Adept harass was great. 37 drones died. It wasn't in one attack either. It was several different attacks coming in from the main base, from the third base, fourth base. I mean, everywhere across the board. 37 drones dying isn't, 60, but it's still a lot. That slowed down Solar's economy, slowed down his ability to tech quite nicely too. And then he was just a little bit too late with Banelings, which maybe would have been better. But yeah, Hydras, Lurkers, that was going to be the deal. Hydras, Lurkers, maybe some Vipers. Again, if the enemy has spellcasting and you don't have spellcasting, you sort of just die, man. You kind of sort of just die. Man. Anyway, so that's a GG from Classic. It was looking dicey for him for a minute. That German taxi attack is always tough to deal with. Always tough to deal with, right? You show up with a bunch of queens. They're transfusing everything. They're putting down creep tumors, which is freaking awesome too. But at the end of the day, if you can kind of hold that, then you're feeling pretty good as a Protoss. And that's exactly what Classic was doing. So good job by him. I mean, ended up losing one immortal, 6 immortals at the end of the game. One of them died. 51 adepts died, which is fair. All but 2 went down in that situation. And then the sentry count is so weird. Guardian Shield is nice. Sentries do decent DPS against Lings and things like Mutalisks. Not good against Roaches, though, or Ravagers. But just the force field constantly being popped up. Even with Corrosive Bile, Solar had a hard time dealing with those positions when all those force fields popped. So, ridiculous showing. And that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void, a good classic win for your Sunday. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.